Zenybody in here, a Tress Asses production for May 11th, 2018, episode 13B, Band Suggestions. We're some guys who hung out together for a few years, then decided to start a podcast. We don't adhere to any format. We do interviews, social commentary, or any subject we think can make a show, designed to make you think and laugh. You can email Zenybody in here at zenybodyinhere@gmail.com. Facebook, Zenybody in Here Podcast, webpage, zenybodyinhere.com. You send a voicemail or text us at 256-401-7140. Support Zenybody in Here, go to Patreon and look us up, or you can go to the webpage and put a few bucks in our tip. Today we're going to discuss some fan suggestions, including peeing in public. And here's our host, Adam Baker, Bill Wilkerson, Kevin Traylor, and Tim Altor.
Anybody want to go in the bowl?
Oh, let's go.
I thought we were starting to ramble.
Let's go diving. Hey, what's the bowl look like this week? Because it changes every week.
It's big
How big?
and long. It's about 5 feet tall.
That is a huge vase.
Yes, it's a huge vase.
It's as huge as...
So describe this vase to me, even though I can
It's
see
huge.
it. But
He just did, you
It's
dummy. Right here.
brown,
round? Round like what? Like a
round
oval?
and brown.
Round and brown.
Yep.
Oh.
Taking it around town.
Yeah.
That is a good description of this week's bowl. Continue.
Okay, how about we just pull something out of it?
Let's do that.
Oh my God, it's a rabbit.
It's a magic trick. Oh. What do we got? What does it say, Bill? Can you read it?
You need light? One side I can't.
That's why I don't pull anything out of the bowl.
Because Adam can't read.
I need to get some lights in here a little bit.
I can't read this.
We're out here.
You can't read it or you
Well,
won't.
no, it says, is blank a power bottom?
Who's blank?
Who's blank?
Well, I'm not going to...
Is it one of us?
A power bottom. What's it say? A power
It's
bottom?
not about It's... Yeah, we can't go... We
Is
can't...
it someone we know?
It's somebody we know. We
Yeah.
can't name
Put-
names.
Yeah, we don't want to name names.
I don't know. That person's
no,
a
we
power
can't.
bottom.
No, we can't do that.
We'll wait till that person's
What's-
on and
That's
find
it.
out.
What's a power bottom?
Kevin, you want to take this one?
Well,
Yeah,
it's
Kevin,
like in homosexual sex. You have
can you talk? Can the unknown
the
Henson
person-
explain it to
Oh,
us?
my
Let
gosh.
the person from Oregon tell
Now
us.
this is a story. This ain't about your woman's now. This is about your man's man. It ain't about the women's situation. But that's what I heard from watching. I always saw in Philadelphia. Some bitches. God damn. Anyway, what they were saying is, they said the power bottom does not deliver the power. Power bottom accepts the power in manly sex.
Oh, it's receiving the power, not thrusting it.
Well, there's some issues there. Some people feel that way, but you know, some bitches don't feel. Some
What's your
bitches-
personal opinion on what the power bottom is?
I don't know.
This is a homosexual.
I like to think about sex with women's, because that's the way I roll. I try not to think about that manly sex, because I don't want to think of no Peters.
Is your daughter still in there? She's probably, I'm so proud of my dad.
Hey, Leonard Henson's proud of his daughter.
So Adam, does that answer it for you?
Yeah, it's pretty clear to me.
Yeah, all right. So we can't answer that one.
Yeah,
We'll save that one.
yeah, we'll save that till we have certain guests on.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we can ask them, and then they can freely talk about it.
That's correct.
That's good.
Maybe we'll disguise
I
their
really
voice.
appreciate how respectful everybody's being.
I am too.
Eat like you give a fuck. I don't know what
That's for all you vegetarians.
to... Eat like you give a fuck.
Eating
Is
nothing.
that talking about somebody here,
Is there a question mark?
or is the exclamation point?
And
You know what's funny? I think this is my writing. And I think somebody said something. I have no idea what this was referring to.
my question is, I didn't think there were that many suggestions in there. How did you reach your arm into the bottom of the 5 foot?
That's what I was wondering.
Well, I didn't use my arm.
I understand that.
No gadget Bill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
It said my cord went across the table, so it'd go into the bottom of a bowl.
It's a pretty thick cord.
Should we try the bowl one more time?
One more time. Let's get a real actual.
So we talk about for an hour.
Eat like you give a fuck. What the hell?
Eat like you give a fuck. Like,
that's been
do you
fun.
reach in your pocket to get your extra fucks? Or like, I got no fucks left.
What is this?
Craziest sex stories. And this, I don't know who wrote this. I think this is girl writing.
That must be Adam.
Touche, Tim.
That reminds me of
My
Bottom
mom,
Somebody jumped
situation?
in on the crazy sex story.
my mom listens to
I
this
was just
show.
say. I mean,
We're trying to all
crazy.
well, it reminds me of the Saturday Night Live skit where these guys are playing poker. And they're all telling
Poker? I don't even know her.
it might be Saturday. I don't know what it was, but anyway, they're all talking about sex stories. And every time this guy tries to tell a sex story about his wife, because she's giving them food while they're having the poker party, they say, "Man, we don't hear that crap. We know her." But it's okay for those guys to talk about their sex story with folks they don't know. But it's like they want to hear a sex story, you got somebody they know. So and on that frame of mind, I think we need to kill that question.
Because we all know each other.
We all know each other's
Okay,
wives.
how about
partners.
this?
So you're
partners and-
saying we should only talk about stories of people that none of us hear?
Well, that was their theory, which it does
No?
make you uncomfortable.
Okay.
You're saying by talking about somebody who's in the next room.
Okay, is it possible, and just a show of hands so the audience doesn't know,
All right, put your hands down.
can everyone here tell a story of someone that the other people at the table don't know them yet?
Can what?
Like the other
He's
all
saying,
of us
can you tell a
don't.
sex story that involves you and someone else that we don't know? I can't.
I mean,
I mean,
we're not gonna know.
My hand's not up. I mean, I'm not saying anything.
I pleaded fifth on all this shit.
Okay. Does anyone voluntarily want to tell
No.
a sex story?
No. How about sex jokes?
Okay.
Go ahead, Bill.
My new neighbors are like
I've
real
heard too much
wild.
already about this
Yeah.
story. Okay, next subject.
Your neighbors are old.
Yeah, like super old, like too old to be doing the shit they're doing.
That's ageist.
What?
That's ageist.
Hey, man, they get it on in the nursing home.
Yeah, do their thing.
That's what I
Kevin,
hear.
You know all about that.
Is there like one? Is there one dude who figures this out? Who's like,
What?
kind of past his prime and just goes to the nursing home, just banging the
Well,
old
it
ladies
doesn't happen much.
or old
but,
guys. I'm not being judgmental.
That's probably what old Matthew McConaughey does.
You know, it's like resident rights. If they decide they want to do it, you got to give them a place to do it.
Yeah,
And
that
prob-
room at the place is like their home.
I don't-
Yeah, exactly.
Their
So it's-
domicile.
So
that was not enough words because if they decide that they want to die and they want to euthanize themselves.
well, this is talking about sex.
Oh, okay.
About sex,
Gotcha.
Adam.
But I mean, even when we were a dry county, if the person wanted beer, we had to get beer for them because you said it's their house. I mean, you can't tell somebody at the house they can have beer.
That's
even if
their
you're in a dry
personal
county.
private residence.
Yeah.
Is that room? Yeah.
That's so fantastic.
So I mean, they have the right, and if they got roommates, you have to give them a place where they can go without their roommate and have privacy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
crazy.
wow.
It hasn't happened very
Do
often.
you provide condoms?
Yeah.
They have their own special bowl.
Lube is like they're like a lube station. It's that age. I think you probably need it.
You probably need it.
Crazy
But,
sex
we
stories.
don't get involved in that detail, but they want to do something, we let them do it.
Is there anything else in the bowl that we can
I'm
actually
going
talk about?
through my
Yeah.
head, like thinking about like anybody I know that's listening to the podcast, and like, can I tell this story?
See, that's why it's just too dicey. Like,
Yeah.
you can't, we're not crazy sex stories. Get something else.
As soon as we stop recording, I'm gonna spill my guts to you guys because it's too good of a story. Like, I'm sorry. I
well,
can't
now
tell
you
the
got to tell it.
audience.
You can't, who would possibly be listening? Nobody listens to this.
It's at that one time.
And it's gonna be there for people to go listen.
That's true. on
Maybe-
the internet for
In 20 years.
You know, what if my like crazy sex story was the catalyst for our listeners to double? Like now we would have 4 listeners.
Oh, but
And
listen
now-
to this. What if in 20 years you end up married to this person who you had no idea you'd even see again? And y'all were,
because she heard it on the podcast.
Well,
and was
what
like,
if she-
Thank you for telling.
but
that
what if she
story."
didn't hear the podcast and y'all got
Or you
married?
get charged for.
And then she hears of the
I would-
podcast and leaves your ass.
No.
See, that was
Or-
the opposite of what I was saying.
Or he would leave your ass. I mean, I'm not, you know, I'm not,
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
mean-
trying to.
It's a
You know.
she. I'll say that. much
Okay,
at
that's
least.
good. Or that's bad. I mean,
I think
I'm not, either way is cool.
That is
you do.
completely neutral.
that is indifferent.
It's your ride, dude.
I think she'd be cool
I
enough.
bet you'd be a cute
in
power
20
bottom, though.
I think she'd be cool enough in 20 years to like.
That's
be
what
like,
I'm
"Oh,
saying.
yeah, I
Like
heard,"
any person that you pick
She'd be
would have
30
to be
then?
able to roll with you telling this story.
No, because like she has a like professional career.
Oh, well,
no,
yeah,
no,
you
I'm
gotta-
not gonna mess with her life.
can't
Like
do-
I'll,
you can't
Famous
do
and
that.
does that thing on TV and shit. It'd be crazy.
Yeah, she's famous.
I'll just do this.
Armpit.
Yeah. No, not
Next question,
not
Bill.
armpit. Next question.
I don't know if they're going to get any better.
They probably
They're
won't.
pretty shitty.
Okay.
This 10 best / worst movies.
No,
No, we've killed
I
that
don't know.
subject.
This is the same handwriting from the sex person.
let's.
What about the 10 best sex movies?
Goes.
Ghost
Ghost
Boomers.
Boomers.
Top of the list.
All 10.
Ghost Boomers
Ghost
one.
Boomers,
Ghost Boobers 1.
Terminator 69.
That's right. Good job, Kevin. Great. All right, one more. We don't want to go through them all, but
Adam, is this your last show?
Yeah, it is.
Shit.
we got to. Oh man, we got to do
make
something
fun
about
again.
that. We got to get Adam wasted.
Hey, we can call that bitch now. We got a number and everything.
This is the.
He's talking about
this is
me.
just a piece of art.
What is it? That's very accurate.
It's
Even though I
cock and
couldn't
balls.
see it, I knew what it was.
Here, let me get it close to your face.
When you chose a piece of art, I knew exactly. I knew exactly what it was. I had to look.
It's a human phallus.
But I'm not drawing that now.
Fallacy.
But shit. So,
All right, so the bowl's been completely useless
Oh,
tonight.
shit.
Yeah,
Well-
what a stupid bowl. We need
I
to.
mean, it's a 5-foot freaking bowl.
Well,
There'd be some better.
don't forget you can get on
Packages.
Zenybody Here podcast and suggest something. We also have a page called Friends of Anybody Here podcast. You're welcome to suggest stuff too, and you can call our number and just tell us.
Adam reached into the bowl.
And I pulled out.
He pulled out a winner.
What is a winner?
Okay. But hold on, let me go ahead.
Wait, let's let
Yeah,
Kevin.
finish your.
let me to give you that number.
We are the king of interrupters.
Before we go on any
Hey,
further.
before you give that number, can you give that number?
Okay, it's 256.
I think you need to do it in an Oregon voice.
This is the number for the Zenybody Here podcast. It's a 256 401 7140. Who is it's a bouncy number.
What?
Is it a zero? It's a bouncy number.
The 0 is a bouncy
It's a
number.
bouncy number.
Say the who.
Hey. Anyway, what's our question?
I'm gonna go check on Tim in the bathroom.
I think you should.
Let's see if he's pooping.
You pooping, boy?
Ask him a Lincoln fact.
Hey, you Lincoln logging in there?
It's a lot of beer caps over there. That's not all Tim's, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Damn, what he's peeing. Damn.
No, I just made
There's
it
like
look
20
like
beer
that.
caps.
It's all of ours combined, but I wanted it to look like it was all Tim's.
Mine over here.
Oh, maybe it is all Tim's.
Not judging.
No, you're totally judging.
Boy, we should have a intervention when he comes back.
Hey, yo, Tim, there's a lot of bottle caps, dude. Can you account for all that liquid? Oh, that's why he's in the bathroom right now.
Exactly.
Now I have to go.
Oh, hell. I always had to go a little bit later for some reason. I don't know.
Hey, you could probably pee out here. Nobody.
Yeah, I'll just
know.
pee in this bottle. I'll be okay.
I already looked at those bushes. Trust me.
Yeah.
So,
And you know, if that's the only thing we'll probably ever hear on the podcast. That's Pete in her courtyard. She'd raise that.
She would think it's happening right there.
I was at a decently nice brewery slash restaurant in the northern east part of the U.S. And
Northern East. Is that like the Northeast?
yeah, it is
Okay.
the northeast.
Northern East, yeah. I've never really.
Sorry,
Just
I just
fucking
didn't
with
want to
you.
say the place.
Okay, I understand.
We're outside, and a person I know, that's all the information I'm going to give, we're all sitting around drinking and eating. And it's like a big, like Viking style table, big wooden table. He's on the other side of the table from me, and super tall chairs. And I see that he's just gone. And I start feeling something like splashing under the table, and I look. He's taking a piss like under the table. Like there's 12 people, like all of our coworkers, companions, and the kicker is the waitress is at the table. She's at the other end, like getting somebody more drinks.
I have a good pee story.
Okay.
Been to a million concerts, and I wouldn't do
Christian
this now.
concerts. No.
Yeah, a million Christian concerts. Sounds a cat fucking. It's just great. And a lot of times the bathroom line would just be crazy, and you don't want to miss the show, so you finish your beer, you keep that cup, pull down your shirt over, and you just pee right there. You never have to leave.
That's right.
And then you
Right there at your seat.
right there at your seat. Right
Don't even
to a
go get
cup.
in line.
Don't even go get in line.
Screw
Set
that.
the cup back. I would take my cup and throw it away
You did that
though.
at concert with you, didn't you?
I like.
Huh?
Didn't you do that at one of our concerts?
No, I don't think. I might have just
I
to
would-
show you. I don't think I did.
No, but I appreciate that you would go throw it away, because I would have no problem with somebody doing that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
even if they were
Oh,
next
it's
to me, I
dirty.
just look
And then
the other
people
way.
somebody's hearing this and be like, "That's so disgusting."
That is disgusting.
I did it.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
That's gross.
It's gross.
But
I don't know. Like,
I have
I've
some
been
pee
on the
stories.
other end, like waiting in line, and like you're about to pee
But
yourself.
isn't urine sanitary
No.
or sterile?
Well,
Sterile, yeah. Is it?
It is
Is that a- or
psychologically
is that a myth?
weird.
I don't know.
I think if you keep drinking your own urine, you'll probably die
Oh,
from
yeah, you'll die.
dehydration.
Yeah, I heard it's good in training. For some reason, I don't know why.
Well, it's got
Training for what?
toxins in it.
like if you're like
your
building
body's
up for a
getting
fight or
toxins.
something, or
I mean,
What?
like to get excited,
Like physical training? What are you
People
talking
drink
about?
their what?
yeah, they drink their piss in certain forms of training.
yeah, because if you like,
Yeah, fraternity hazing maybe.
like no, if you have to do it in a survival situation, you want to have already like done
But it's
the
diminishing
act.
returns
Yeah.
as far as hydration
It should
because
be
you're
like
not,
last ditch effort.
Yeah,
To stay alive.
you're
just
not
bonus
gonna
time.
just
You're
stay
praying
hydrated
for
infinitely.
it to rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can distill your own pee. I saw in Survivor Man.
Oh yeah, you put a little rock on some cellophane
Yeah.
and let the
What the?
Yeah, the vapors come up, and then that's purified water.
Oh, like not
you'll
like,
get, like,
not for
drops.
alcohol.
well
No, not for
alcohol,
alcohol.
it does the same
Urine
thing.
alcohol.
Alcohol evaporates first.
Well, I understand the
Something like
distillation
moonshine,
process,
yeah.
But like with urine, it's the purified liquid that it's still not great for you.
She probably wouldn't do it
Yeah.
high temperature, of course, but you do it high enough to get the
So
condensation.
you could do it in the sun. Like,
Yeah,
you
like you get a few
bury, like, a
ounces
little hole.
in a few
Yeah.
hours or something like that.
yeah, you don't get much, but it's
You know, it's keeping you
So would you be
alive.
better off just drinking your pee rather than getting the actual H2O out of it?
Oh, I don't know. That's a great question, though. Before we talk about your excessive drinking because of the number of caps you have, tell us your pee story.
This is not. These
That
are not
is totally all
mine.
yours. It's on your
Jerks.
side of the table.
in your spot, Tim.
Yeah, Tim. You're the one with no shirt on and the pretty nipples tonight.
They're still
Kevin.
sweaty.
For
Why is
complimenting
power
my
bottom
nipples.
tattooed on your butt?
I like your tattoos, Tim.
You know, I hadn't needed a word for each cheek, so.
Okay.
What's Veritas mean?
Oh wait, I have a pee story from
Oh, you got a pee story?
just well, more of a just like a word of advice. If you're ever, because truck stops have sort
pee
of
downwind.
what?
Pee downwind.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's Jim Croce, but You don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't.
Oh, you don't spit into the wind.
You
Who's
don't piss
that?
into the wind. Jim Croce.
My dad always sings that song. I never know who that was.
He also sang Bad Bad Leroy Brown.
Yeah, that's a good song.
Oh, never knew that.
Don't mess around with Jim.
I'll say things time in a bottle, right? Am I wrong? I don't know about that.
That concludes Zenybody in Here, a Tress Asses production for May 11th, 2018, episode 13B, Fan Suggestions, with Adam Baker, Bill Wilkinson, Kevin Treader, and Tim Altor. You can email Zenybody in Here at zenybodyinhere@gmail.com, the Facebook page is Zenybody in Here Podcast, our webpage is zenybodyinhere.com. You can send a voicemail or text to 256-401-7140. To support Zenybody in Here, go to patreon.com, look us up, or you can put a few bucks in our tip jar on our webpage. Thanks for listening.